All right, start saying them. I celebrate myself for, come on.
Celebrate myself, for loving myself, for choosing myself.
Yes, keep going.
I celebrate myself for achieving the life that I want, achieving my dream life.
Yes.
For making small steps every day to get closer to the life of my dream life.
Yes. Keep going.
I celebrate myself for being surrounded with such amazing people.
Yes.
I celebrate myself for taking care of myself.
Yes. All right, I want you to feel that celebration every time you move your body. Just celebrate. It's time to come together. It's up to you. What's your pleasure? All right. So, of course, just like how we do in our space, we dance, we celebrate, we have our own thing going on. I am so excited. This is Diyora, one of my beautiful participants in the daily activations. And so I'm super excited to be introducing this beautiful soul and just having a little conversation so we all get to know a little bit more about this space so that you can feel a little bit more comfortable about coming into it. So, Diyora.
You'll definitely love this space.
Oh, I didn't even ask any questions and you start there. I love it. Okay, so what was your biggest struggle before coming into the daily meditation, container?
I think the biggest struggle was consistency, because I am good at starting, but being consistent has been still a bit hard for me. But now it's much easier because I am consciously choosing my life.
Absolutely. So have you started to notice that this consistency they're having within the space? And if anyone hasn't yet heard of what this space is, it's a daily meditation space from Monday through Thursday at 7:30 EST live. So hold you accountable to the daily meditation activations showing up. So being able to come at every day from Monday through Thursday for those 15 minutes is the consistency that Diyora is talking about. And so this consistency, Diyora, have you seen this consistency now spread out into different parts of your life? And if so, what parts of your life and how has that looked?
I've been consistent in doing meditation and being grounded. Now I'm more present, and it definitely has an impact in other areas of my life. Like I am more present and I'm more focused. So after our meditation, every time I do my work, because I am more focused at that time, immediately after our meditation, and it really helps.
I love that. And I know that you're in a different time zone. You're in Uzbekistan, correct?
Yeah.
So Diyora is in Uzbekistan and she's still showing up every single day. So what time is that for you? It's 7:30 a.m. EST, but what is that time for you?
It's 5 p.m.
5 p.m. So you're more ending your day with the
Yes.
activation. Awesome. So what has your night, what has your sleep have been like since starting the space?
I feel like my sleep has been improving. The quality of my sleep has been improving. And now I feel like I'm more in control of what time I can wake up in the morning.
Yeah.
And I feel like before the meditation, I felt like I slept a lot but didn't have enough sleep. But when I do meditations during the day, the quality of my sleep has improved, and my sleep is like better. I sleep much stronger or deeper, I could say.
I love that. So some of the struggles was definitely with consistency, maybe even helping with improving that sleep quality, right? Especially with the timing that you have. And I would love to know what was your mindset like before starting into the space, and what has shifted with your mindset since you've been in the container?
Before, I used to think that I can go faster alone. I can develop myself faster when I'm alone. But I was totally wrong. But when you are surrounded by people, by like-minded people, it's much, much easier and faster, more efficient.
Yes.
When you do together.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Well, that was the intention of the space. So I'm so happy to hear that that's what the result is actually starting to recay from. So we started back in, I want to say April. So now it's August. So from April to August, that's been a couple of months now. What internal shifts are you starting to notice from before April to August to now? Besides just the consistency, the presence, the better sleep, besides, being accelerated, are there any internal shifts that you're starting to notice?
I started to listen to my body.
Here we go.
Yes.
Here we go. There, yep, the pot of gold. And what does that internal shift do for you?
Before, I didn't notice what my body actually needs and wants. So I ate a lot of fast food. Now I'm like, I feel, and I thought that I wanted, but I didn't actually pay attention to my body. When I listen to it, it's like it actually doesn't want.
It's amazing.
It wants healthy food.
Yeah. It's so amazing how we can know these things logically, but until we start to listen to our body and we actually hear it from our own being, we start to actually make the difference. We actually start to make different choices. We start to devote to our bodies instead of just stuffing it unconsciously. Because you're becoming and being able to listen to your body and being more connected to it, you can become more conscious. And when you become more conscious, it's harder to put some of those unconscious things into your body. And you start to notice that, right? Yeah, that is really, really, really incredible. So why did you pick this container versus going somewhere else, or with another facilitator? What made you choose this space? What made you decide to join and show up consistently?
I think your vibrancy, your energy, the first thing that I should mention. And it was the first time I heard about daily activation meditation. I haven't heard before like this consistent meditation practices every day. And I would say the most important and the thing that is different from others is celebration. Yes. We celebrate each other. The next thing that I really, really love about this space is community, the people, because we go every day, we do meditations every day, and we keep each other accountable. And you make us too, and yes.
Keep going.
Also, you make us to write down our wins during the day. And it is like, oh my God, the gold spot of this space.
Absolutely. I really want to create celebration infused into this whole space, because where do you find a place where you're constantly celebrated? and celebrating others? Like, where is that space? I see them when I go into programs. I see them when I'm in high level programs. And that's why I wanted to create kind of a beginner space where there is celebration, where there's daily celebration. Like, imagine what that does for your life. So what has daily celebration done for you?
It increases my self-esteem because often we tend to judge ourselves like harshly, and I used to judge myself like harshly. Now I'm like more kinder to myself, and I celebrate my wins, my daily wins, like small steps.
Well, I want to celebrate you now for doing that, for even having that shift, for being open to that. Because some people aren't even open enough to be able to receive celebrations and aren't open enough to even start celebrating others, right? So sometimes we get, oh, well, they had a win, so I'm going to be silently jealous. Or, jealousy is just a way for us to look and see, I desire something like that. Okay, how do I create that for myself? Like that, and then being able to celebrate that person, because when you celebrate another, especially through the thought of jealousy, I can't do that. And instead of that, when you believe in yourself through the power of self-belief, you remember, if I celebrate you, it means that I know that I can celebrate me for the same thing. So even no matter what, there's always celebration. And when you celebrate others, you're really celebrating your belief in yourself as well. And so I've been loving seeing you guys celebrate each other. It's been amazing to watch. And I love how you guys have been really held accountable to showing up every day. And for that amazing little shifts you guys are having. So was there a moment, I know there was many for you, because we usually talk after the meditations, if anyone wants to share from their heart, and you're really, really beautiful sharer from your heart. But if you could pick one of the moments or two of the moments, what was the moment that something really clicked for you, where you felt that shift, or you felt a shift? I know there was some things either today, yesterday, and Monday. There were so many. But what was one of that moments where you just, something clicked?
I think the phrase when we were in alpha state, I could say the phrase, I trust myself. And I remember who I am. It's like it clicked, and it made me cry.
Why did it make you cry? And what were you realizing in that moment?
I think I haven't told that phrase to myself. I trust myself. And I even didn't trust my abilities. Even though I was trying, even though I've been achieving some things or passing the exams, I haven't been really thinking about trusting myself, about such words, about supporting myself with such words.
Yeah. Wow. That's really beautiful, and totally was part of my intention. That was a really, really significant, I remember which meditation you're talking about. That was a very big one that I knew that was going to bring a lot of shifts. So thank you so much for sharing about that one. That one was beautiful. So what has the experience been for you? Since, I'm very intuitive, I usually don't, I never plan any of what I'm going to do. I kind of come in and I feel the energy, and then we go off from there. So what have you, the quality of both the meditations, the breath work, the activations, the energy activations, what has been the quality for you?
I have to say that you you every time you pick the right meditation. I don't know how you do this. Like every time.
Okay, so the intuitiveness is check.
Yes,
So
definitely.
you would say it feels like it's the right time, right place, right knowing of exactly where you are.
Yes.
Okay. That was a
I
very
think-
firm yes.
Yes.
I love it. Okay. So I know, well, first of all, I'm pretty sure I know you're going to continue to show up, but I want to ask you here, are you going to continue to show up in this space, and why are you going to continue to show up?
Yes, I'll definitely continue to show up.
So why are you going to continue?
So the reason why I'm going to continue to show up is because I want to know myself deeper.
Mm.
I'm going to continue to choose myself, and I'm going to be more consistent. And this is like the small steps
Yeah.
to the life that I want to achieve, to
Yeah.
the person, to the identity I want to be.
I love that. I'm so proud of you. I'm just like, I'm always proud of you guys. And every time you show up, it just brings me so much joy. And when everyone shows up every day, like, it's just, oh, I love it so much. And I'm so proud of you for showing up for you. I'm so proud of you for choosing you. And I'm so proud that you're ready to go deeper within yourself, because that's where like the richness of life is, where you become a little bit more vibrant, get that vibrant, that vibrant basis. Okay. So, because you're going to stay, that's great. Even if you didn't stay, which I know you are, but what tools, how are you going to show up differently in your life because of this space?
What I noticed through this 5-6 months we've been together, the consistency has really been the most effective, like in everything. The consistency, the first thing that I will like be held for the rest of my life. and and listening to our bodies, listening to ourselves.
Absolutely. So let me just, make sure I understand what you're saying. So you're going to take this knowledge of consistency. First of all, being more consistent in these practices of self-love, and these practices of meditation, in these practices of listening to your body, but also you're going to use this idea of consistency, of small manageable steps in every area of what you want to grow in.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Because you've learned the way now that you're starting to do it. And imagine what it's going to happen after being a year in the space. After, if you continue 2 years, like, imagine what would be available to you. If you could imagine, what do you think is possible for you to reach if you were continuing to be consistent in this space?
I think the lifestyle of mine will be completely changed. And I will be like consciously living my habits, everything. I will be doing everything consciously.
Yes, I love that. Oh, it's all about conscious, aware decisions, making every single, this is my intention, is that every time, people are come to me and into my space, is they come out with creating conscious, aware intentions and decisions that are a devotion to self, decisions that create a life that's better for us all. Because if we have this self-love, if we are able to connect to our bodies, and we're able to be more present, we're able to give greater impact to the world. So how has this space allowed you to show up differently in the way that you connect with life? Does that question make sense?
Yes.
Okay.
How it changed my perception of my life.
Yes.
Yeah.
Your connection to life.
As I said before, now I'm more open to people around me, because in the past I used to think that alone I can go faster, and we are social human beings and we cannot survive alone.
Okay, well, I love that. So I teach a lot of tools during the space. I talk about, here, try this out for the day, try these tools for the day. Do you feel like you've created a tool belt, or what does that tool belt feel like if you've been able to absorb them and take them in? What does that tool belt feel like to you?
Recently you've shared your tips on habits. And I tried this one, and I stopped doing this because of my consistency, because it was hard for me to be consistent with this. And now I'm like, you remind me this tool on habit, and like now I'm back.
So that's why you continue to be in spaces where you have mentors or people holding you accountable to those goals, right? That's why you're continually being reminded. If you're with, you're pretty much, the person you are is a very much accumulation of the 5 people you hang around. So if you're in this space and this is one of the 5 people, right? This community can be a person, it's a community, where you're able to be reminded of these. So that's really beautiful. I'm so happy to hear that. Yeah, keep going.
The second tool, I would say the second practice for meditation, the breath work, which I really, really love, and also the 6th sense meditation, the 5 or 6th sense meditation. It's like, oh my God, I do this in the mornings as well. I do it before starting my work, before starting studying.
I love it.
I really love this meditation.
That's why I do that one often, because a lot of people like that one. So I'm so glad to hear it. So you're not only getting the benefits just from the time that you're showing up, but you're getting the benefits for throughout the day.
Yes.
Absolutely. Okay. And so, I mean, is there anything else that you want to share about the space that you feel really called to express, or feel like someone needs to hear? What is something you want to share about this space?
I love how this space is like, it's rich with love, with love energy, with positive energy. And I really love how we support each other, how we celebrate each other's win. Even though, for instance, for me, it's 5 p.m., the meditations every day. Even though the throughout of the day, I wasn't in that mood at that time. When we celebrate each other, it's like it raises my mood immediately.
I love hearing that.
I really love this space.
That makes me so happy. Okay, so if someone is thinking about joining the space and they haven't reached out, or they're thinking about even asking for information, or just thinking about joining in general, what would you say to this person?
Start choosing yourself.
Ooh, I love that. Start choosing yourself. You heard from Diyora herself. Start choosing you, because this really is an investment in who you are, and it is for you. So I love that so much, Diyora. Do you have any other remaining things that you want to express, or do you feel complete?
Thank you for creating this space. Like it really has an impact. Like every people who join this space and in their lives.
Thank you. I love that. Okay, well, thank you so much, Diyora, for coming on here so that we can share what the space is about. I really appreciate it. And to all those watching, I just want to let you know so much love is coming to you today, tomorrow, and forever, because there you always have access to unconditional love. So much love and bye.